All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Breakaway podcast, a very special episode. We're going remote. Here we're at Restore Hyper Wellness in Lomans Plaza, and we got some good guests today, some day oneers. Strength and conditioning coach Luke Rayfield and director of sports performance Katy Norton. Guys, welcome to the podcast. I mean, I don't know if everybody's going to expect this experience that you guys are getting now. You're getting some compression here at Restore.
Yeah, I'm kind of comfy, Connor. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I'm sitting sitting straight up, have good posture. You guys are leaning back, but excited to have you guys on. I'm so excited. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, but I want to talk about Restore because we're here, obviously. A partnership we've had for a couple of years now. I think Rodrigo Lopez started at Katy, and I know you kind of helped the players come here. So what do the players do when they come here to try and, is there compression, cryo? Like what types of things do they do when they come to Restore?
Yeah, a lot of what they do is the cryo. So especially match day -1, when we're over at the stadium, they'll come over here. They'll do the cryo chamber. That just kind of flushes their legs out, helps with the soreness, things like that. They've also got the compression. We've got guys that use the hyperbaric chamber here, the red light therapy. I know Russ, when he was coming back from his injury, he was doing red light, the local cryo on his ankle. So there's a lot they can do here.
Yeah, great. Well, first off, I didn't even know there was local cryo. They were showing it to me. It's right behind us here.
There it is.
People watching on YouTube, zoning in on an area. But yeah, very cool. We've also done it at match days too. Have some fans come and have a few beers and then pop this on. You got to be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, it feels good on the legs right now.
Yeah. All right. So, but it's not just for. I mean, Luke, you're pretty. I mean, you're strength and conditioning coach. You got to be. Is it part of the job? You got to be the fittest guy around. Is that part of it?
It's just it provides an aura.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We've talked about this. I really believe
you
this.
can't be sloppy and be yelling at guys to run and do all this. So, it's just part of it, part of the job.
What is it about coming to Restore? Because a lot of people who come here, they aren't just people who are athletes. Like a lot of everyday people, I guess you could say that's me, who could come in and do all these kinds of things from cryotherapy. Who are trying to do what does it mean to have something like this? People can come and do it's pretty new technology too.
It is. I think specifically the hyperbaric chamber. I think it's one of the things that people I see the public utilizing it because it allows you're in there for an hour and allows you to be away from your phone, be off doing different things, and it increases the oxygen level in your bloodstream and helps you recover and overall wellness, but also just turning your brain off a little bit and allowing you to be with your own thoughts. Some people don't like that, but some people you need that, just being with yourself, being with your own thoughts. I imagine you're a type of guy who doesn't like silence and doesn't like being with your own thoughts.
You see how much I talk? I definitely don't.
I know. Maybe you need to jump in there. Shut it down, Shut it down.
Put tape over my mouth.
Yeah. But no, because there's so much outside noise in the world, from your phone, from distractions, whatever you have, and being able to go in there and just relax.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Katy, what about some of the thing? What do specific guys do that they talk about when they come to training? Hey, I know I'm going to be going to go to Restore after that. And I know you work a lot with Restore and you work with the players kind of, hey, maybe when they're rehabbing, you should probably maybe go do this. What is that process like for you and for them trying to rehab some of that?
Yeah, we utilize it a lot in rehab, especially for swelling and things like that post-surgically. Again, Russell and Roro after surgery, they can use the local right on where the swelling is, and it's really effective to get the swelling down. So it just becomes part of their program. This is what your day is going to look like today. They have double days, triple days, and part of their triple day is go get your recovery, go to cryo, go get what you need.
It's fantastic. I know we have something new this year that you guys are a part of, the staff workouts in the mornings. I've heard about it a lot from Todd. How did that process start? Is that you? Did you start that?
How did it start, Luke?
How did it start? That's a great question.
So this is Luke's first full-time year with
the
club. Yeah, I mean, full-time employed by the club.
Employed,
obviously, we've both been a part of it since the beginning. But, and so when he was going to be coming on full-time, Todd was like, let's get this staff workout thing going. I don't know. It might have been Todd.
Sounds just like Todd.
Yeah. To be honest, at first I was like, I don't know if I want to do this, because there's people coming in at different fitness levels and this and that.
Yeah.
And, brand new coach, Martine, Brad, brand new staff. I don't know these people, but we've been doing it since February, and to be honest, I've come to love it, and it's I do think it's brought us closer together because. Number one, it provides a lot of banter. Like when you're in there in the mornings at 6 a.m., it's just you're in there with a good group and a good staff, and it just like gets the juices going.
Yeah.
And once we're done, everybody's high-fiving and we're ready for the day.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
like bonding too, right?
Yeah,
You guys
for
feel
sure.
closer as a
Sure,
staff,
we're
which is very cool.
working hard together in the gym, and then we get done in the gym, and now it's time for training, and we're all firing on different cylinders, and we're ready to go.
So who's been, who maybe has been taking a few extra mornings off?
Few mornings off. We're gonna say names right now. Do you want me to say names on this
Yeah,
podcast?
he can say some names.
Yeah, I'll say some names. Bradley Johnson is the first name.
One
I'm gonna say.
workout. I think one or two.
One or two through the
One or
whole
two.
year.
Wow.
The whole
Since
year.
February.
Does he watch those? Does he cheer you guys on, or
He brings goodies.
I've heard he's bring donuts. Yeah.
He's the goodie guy.
Because
Yeah.
he feels bad for missing the workout, so now he brings donuts. That's just
Hey, you're bringing something to the table.
that's exactly it.
Yeah, that's
Exactly
great.
it.
That's fantastic.
But I think everybody else's attendance is pretty regular, pretty
Yeah.
spot on.
That's great.
I will say Todd can still run.
Yeah.
This
I've
guy
heard.
can still run. Like he's still got it.
There's no way. There's
But
no. I know how
He's not beating me in a workout.
No.
I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
I'll crawl through the finish line, throw up before I let him beat me.
Has he done a full Luke workout before? Full, like the real, in the gym.
I mean, I feel like these workouts.
I was
are
gonna
pretty
say, I
intense.
feel like if you say these aren't Luke workouts, I'm gonna be upset.
No, no.
they're tough. Like yesterday, we ran for. Well, you lift first. You're doing pull-ups,
Yeah.
squats,
It's
trap
a lot of
bar.
body weight stuff.
strength stuff.
No, no. We're talking weights, Connor.
We're
Oh,
talking
I'm
like
sorry.
squats.
Excuse
we're
me.
talking deadlifts. We're talking.
But
yeah.
then after you're
you
done,
you don't know much about it, but like you pick things up and then you put it back down.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Weights.
Weights. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Got
but
it.
then
Is that what
after
they're
we're
called?
done with all the weight stuff, then we do this like finisher. So we'll like yesterday we ran 400 meters, and then we did I can't remember walking lunges, jump lunges, goblet squats, jump squats, pull-ups, and then go run again. And you do that for 15 minutes straight,
As
nonstop.
many rounds as you can do in 15 minutes.
Oof.
Yeah, it's
tough.
It gets spicy. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Did the players come a little early to maybe see
I
this in
actually,
action?
well, the injured guys are, they're in early, so they see it. But I actually think like it's cool that they see us as a staff
Yeah,
working out
that's
together. That they'll ask about it.
It's a
Like,
culture
how was the
thing,
workout
right?
this morning? You know, they know we work out, so they'll ask us about it. Did Luke kill you guys today? Yeah. Now he's gonna kill you guys. So it's like,
Yeah.
we're all bonded through being killed by
And
Luke.
the workouts on the whiteboard in the gym.
Yeah.
So when they come in, I leave it up there so they know what we did. Oh, you guys ran a mile today? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
it's
good.
good.
I like
Yeah,
that.
it's good.
Okay, but obviously, Luke, you do a lot of the strength and conditioning stuff. But Katy, you deal, and you guys both deal together because I see it all the time with guys getting injured. And obviously in sports, that's just a reality of the situation. From 2 years in a row with Rodrigo Lopez, Russell Cicerone. I mean, guys, when we had Shane Wheat, broken collarbone basically.
No, that's right.
Pretty much heard it. If you were in the stadium,
Yeah.
you heard it. No yellow card, by the way. Unbelievable. You guys don't have to say anything on that. I'm allowed to. I don't think you guys can comment.
Yeah, watch the fine. You know?
Yeah, I'm not too worried. I don't think they're not paying that close attention. But what's that process like? Because like there's an emotional impact.
Yeah.
Right. You're injured. You're out for a significant period of time. I think Roro tweeted yesterday talking about this was the most challenging year for him. You had to go through it with him last year, so maybe we'll just stick with just him. Last year and the process, we saw it in like that Indomitable Spirit video piece they did, which was really good. But like that process, because you're like basically a part of it with them. Like you feel every bump and like everything positive and everything negative with. It's like what's that like for you?
Yeah, you're right. Like the boys, they kind of tease me a little bit because I do get emotional, but the emotion comes from you literally are there with them every day. And like Roro last year, when it was his hip, it was immediately apparent it was bad. You know, we got out on the field with him, and to see someone that is so tough, be in so much pain, and emotional as well, like it's tough. And I carry that. Like I feel it with them.
Yep.
And then you're with them in the doctor's appointments. I was with Ro when they said you're gonna need surgery, and then the doctor says, "All right, when do you want to schedule it?" And then like walks out of the room and just leaves. It's just me and Ro in there, and like the emotions from both of us, it's tough. Like I know the road that's ahead for him. I know what he's thinking. Like I know he's devastated. Like, and we're friends. We've known each other a very long time,
Right.
so there's that component of it too. But then you get to the part of like, okay, we've had surgery. Now it's time to get to work, and being with them. Like you said, some days are really fun and easy. Like, yeah, you get to run today and it's a big day and everybody's happy. But then there's really hard days too. And there's hard days where either they're hurting or they're frustrated or they're just feeling left out of the group, and it's a long, long process. And you feel those feelings with them too, and I feel those. So that's what makes, like, everyone makes fun of me when they come back and I get emotional. But that's why I'm emotional, because the work they put in, that they've been doing double days, triple days, and Roe's trying to be a father, he's trying to be a good husband, and he's doing these double days and triple days and trying to be a good teammate, trying to be
a leader.
A leader. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot. So yeah, we're in it with them. Both of us are in it with them.
I think their days, those rehab days, are way harder than regular training days, because there's so much you have to do. You have to get in early. You got to see Katy. You got to do your rehab stuff. You get out on the field. Maybe you're at the point where you're with me. And then, like in Roro's case last year, he would come to the facility in the morning. Then he would, sometimes come here, do cryo, do his recovery stuff, and then have an evening session in the pool. And, all that whole time is just, it's so many hours. Yeah. Where the guys training are kind of in and out. You're there. They're there for 3 hours, and then they're done. But those rehab days are long and grueling. So being there and they have Katy's and my support is huge for them.
It is a part of just athletics that people don't talk about and think about and see enough, right? Because you just see, especially professional sports, he's out, okay, he's back. Like, that's kind of how you see it. Like, it's sad that they're out and then they're back. For instance, I can remember there's a couple big moments that I remember returns. We saw the Jaime Villarreal goal. What year was that? That was a celebration when he ran to you, which was very cool. Rodrigo coming back at Hughes Stadium for the historical aspect. We know he put a circle on the date. That was pretty ambitious, right, Katy? Like, that was...
Yeah. And he said, this is what I want. And I said, I'm going to do everything in my power to help you get there. And he made it happen.
It's pretty... those are the big celebratory moments. So you have the emotional roller coaster, right? But it's got to also be so rewarding when they come back, right? And they either come back, they score that first goal, they make that first play, they feel confident. Like, emotionally, what's that like to go through?
The highs and lows are insane. And we talk about this all the time, but this year in particular, Roro, he came back from his hip thing last year. But then we were in Phoenix, and I wasn't even supposed to be on that trip in Phoenix, but something happened to our trainer. He had a baby. Not something happened to him. He had a baby. So I go to Phoenix last minute, and Roro scores a free kick. And he runs over to the bench, and I'm just thinking he's running over to the bench to celebrate, but he runs over and he's like, that one was for you. And he came back last year and he'd scored goals in between. Yeah. So I just was not expecting that in any way. And so it was just such a high moment of everything we went through last year together. And then the very next week we're in Rhode Island and Russell goes down, and I'm also on that trip. And I'm like, the highs of the week before and Roro and coming back and scoring that goal, and then the low of Russ getting hurt. But it's all, like you said, it's part of the sport, and it's why we love what we do, because we get to be there when they come back. And then when Russ comes back and scores a goal, his first game back, it's it's why we love what we do, and we get to be a part of it every day, and we just feel so lucky to be able to do that.
Well, one thing too, you guys have obviously known each other a very long time, been with the team since day one. How much does that, you guys being on the same page, benefit these guys on their recovery and everything and their conditioning?
Yeah, sometimes we don't even have to talk. We just know what the next step is, what the next process is. Because as a guy gets hurt, they're with Katy for a long time, especially post-op or like a surgery guy. They're with Katy for a long time, and then there's kind of this transition where they're get on the field with Katy, and then they kind of transition to me. And once they get to me, I probably have a little bit easier job, because once they get to me, they kind of feel like they're almost back, right? And then it's that final push with me to get them fit, get touches on the ball, and get them sharp. But that process from Katy to me is, sometimes we don't even have to talk. Yeah. Most of the time we do, but we have this big calendar where okay, this is their week, and we just go through their whole week this, so that we're both on the same page. Specifically with Roro and Russ this year, and Shane, it's helped us a lot. Just that transition being smooth.
What about the aspect that obviously you guys have been with the club for a long time, but you have guys with longer term injuries, shorter term injuries, being on the same page. You're also strength, like you have to not only deal with the guys who are injured, but you also got to make sure the guys who are healthy are putting in the work. I know, Katie, you've talked about this at least in various meetings, and we don't have to talk about it a ton, but the details that you guys have been putting into training camp, what this guy's, say, vertical, or what, you have all these better statistics than vertical, but and then when they return, are they back to that same level? And that's like, so there is so much more of than just, hey, like, do you feel good? And I don't think people know that, and especially as medicine improves and all this kind of, I mean, obviously Restore, this is pretty not new technology, but it's incredible in compression and all these things you can do. How much has it changed in, I guess, 10 years for you guys? I know it's been a lot. Has to be.
I think the guys probably wish it was like, hey, I feel good, so I can play.
Yeah.
they probably wish it was that way.
Sometimes you have to hold people back. Like,
yeah, definitely.
That's a hard part too.
So we get a lot of data on them preseason. So we kind of have a baseline. Obviously, not everything like Shane, for example. We don't have all like upper extremity, his arm strength baseline, right? But we get like their hamstring, their quad, their groin, all the like really important lower body muscles, and then power and stuff like that. So then when they do come back, like in Russell's situation, right, he obviously had a goal in mind of the game he wanted to play for. And so then we can look at things like, where is your strength compared to where it was preseason, you know, and when we have you jump, are you jumping, especially, you know, he had surgery on his ankle. Can you jump off that ankle the same way you were jumping off of it before you were injured, you know? And for them, too, it makes it a little bit easier when we do have to say no, if we can show them
data.
Hey, look, you're not quite there yet. I know you feel really good, and we're so glad you feel good. That means we've done a good job, but you're just not quite there yet, and here's the data to show that. And the reason we have that is so that you stay on the field, you don't get hurt again, you don't have to see us again.
Because you're protecting them, but in that moment, I'm sure like it's probably a little hard for them because they're amping to get back so bad, right?
Yeah, they're not easy conversations, I would say.
Yeah, I think specifically like Russ's top speed, he wasn't hitting it. Like, he wasn't there. So it's like, Russ, you're not quite there. It's a tough conversation. It's obviously Mark is involved with these conversations, but you show him the numbers and show him the data, and it's like, look, your top speed was this before you got injured, and now it's here. You're not quite back yet. So we got to do a few little things, tweak our program a little bit to get you there. But also, we don't want to put him on the field where, you know, he's not at his best either. You know, could protect the player as well. Like, that's just part of the job.
Yeah, fascinating. I could ask a million more questions.
I was like, was that a genuine fascinating?
Yeah,
or,
no, for sure. I think so. It's because it's way more deep than people think.
Yeah,
right?
and 10 years ago, it wasn't like that, right? 10 years ago, we were guessing a lot more like, I think you're ready, right?
Yep.
Like, and again, it's still not
Stretch it out.
perfect. Yeah, stretch it out. But yeah, now we have a lot more data and tools that we can use to help. So it makes it less of a guessing game, and okay, we know you're good.
Yeah. No, it's great. All right, we're wrapping up. I don't know how long we've been, but this has been super fascinating. Everybody who comes on the podcast has to bring a question. I've known you both a very long time.
Okay.
Luke, you said you had one.
I do. I have a question for you, Con. It's kind of long-winded. You might have to think a little bit.
Oh, wow.
But I want your all-time Republic starting 11.
Oh, my God.
Wow, 11.
And head coach. No. I'm not going to make you choose, because I know you're going to go safe with Mark Briggs as your answer for
That's
that.
a good question. That's a great question.
That is the right answer. So I have to go all-time 11?
All-time 11.
On the spot?
On the spot. I asked you before if you wanted a heads up on the question.
I thought it was going to be like,
what's your
hey,
favorite
man,
food and if you're on death row?
No. I thought it was going to be something way different. So you're asking me to, I feel like I have to do some research.
Off the cuff. You just told me you perform best off the cuff. You didn't.
I know, but I didn't expect this.
Okay, here we go. Goalkeeper.
Okay. All right. Well,
start in the back.
I mean, it has to be Vitiolo, I think.
Yeah,
it's
it has
got to
to.
be.
I
Cohen's
think
number 2, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm not answering this.
Yeah, I know. You guys, I'm going to need. So, okay. I mean, I think Jacket right back is solid. I think a striker is Iwasa for sure. Midfield, Rodrigo, Lopez, obviously. All right, so we'll go center back, Emeril Comenta.
Oh, good shout.
Thank you.
He's going to love that.
Appreciate it. Left back.
Are you trying to get likes with this answer?
No.
Or what are you trying to do?
He's going
I'm not doing
very
anything. I'm
current.
just giving you
I feel like
honest.
he's going very current.
Safe.
You're going pretty current.
It's like your outfit right now. The khakis is just so safe. The shoes. All right.
Now I lost my train of thought.
Left back. You need a lefty.
I don't know. That's a tough one. I got to think about that one.
You got one?
Is that Shannon Gomez, maybe?
No, I was going to say Kiffy. Solid.
Oh, yeah. That's a good answer.
Good answer.
I'll take that. I'll take the assist.
James Kiffy.
Yeah, assist. Good assist.
You're welcome.
Kiffy. Okay, so I need to find. Center back's tough. So if I had to go 2 center backs, it's probably Lee, Connor Donovan, very close third. I think. You think I'm gonna get crushed for this?
You need another center back.
No,
He gave you
I
3. He said
I
Connor Lee and Emra.
Emra.
Oh yeah, Emra.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need another midfielder, I think.
Yep. I think. Man, this is tough. Now I know I'm missing. I'm gonna say Jeremy Hall.
Oh, that's what I was. You gotta get Jay Hall in
Yeah.
there.
So how many am I at? You were keeping count.
I know. I lost count. I think you need one more. I
need a winger.
I think you need a winger or 2.
Okay.
Let's go 2 more.
2 more on the
2 wingers.
we'll do
Yeah, wingers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is tough, guys. Holy cow. I don't know. I can't even. Now I'm blanking. Probably Bijev.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's a good shout.
I don't know. I
One
couldn't
more,
tell you the
one
other
more.
one. I know I couldn't tell you the other one. All time? I couldn't tell you.
I mean, it's got to be Russell.
That's what I was going to say.
Cicerone, right?
Russ. You got to say Russ.
In 2
No?
years, yeah, I guess. I just was thinking, like, I'm trying to think, like, longevity, because that's a part
Well,
of
you
it.
pulled Jack, right? No problem.
Yeah, but Jack's been here 3 years.
Mm.
Russ has been here 2. Yeah, I think
You need to
I
see
think
more
you're
from Russ. Is what you're telling me.
No,
You need to
no,
see
no,
more.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't
You're
do
going to
that.
get
You
blown
need to
up.
see more. That's fine.
I'm gonna get crushed. For
You're
this.
gonna get
There's
crushed for
no
that.
way.
Russ, you're in my all-time 11. Just throwing that
throw
out
it
there.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Sorry,
know what we
Russ.
did? Katie,
That was going to be my question. No, that was going to be my question.
Oh, okay.
I had it already lined up. Can we do 2?
2. Yeah.
She's got a question for you.
Oh,
Oh, that's a
okay.
good
I thought
11
you were
too, by
saying
the
that
way.
was-
No,
It's
no,
a
no.
good
So now
11.
it's
You
my,
like it?
now it's
Yeah,
my
that's nice.
question.
Off
We
the
were
cuff,
see
off the
how
cuff.
we were on the same page. You see that? Wow.
Go on.
So on the road trip, New Mexico. This will be easier for you, I think.
Okay, thank God.
New Mexico, Vegas. This came up, so I wanted to get your thoughts on it. If Republic is American football, who's playing where?
Oh.
So who's our QB? Who's
on the
tight
current
end?
roster.
On the current roster. Current roster. Who's where?
Yeah.
Who's our quarterback?
All right. I think it's good. That's good. I think
Because
probably,
we're in the fantasy football league right now with
There's a lot of football
There's
talk.
a lot of football
Oh,
talk.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Okay.
the big thing
So
right now
Jack's
is
running back for sure.
yeah. I think that's what me and Russ said.
Running back, maybe a DB. For him, okay. Quarterback's the toughest one. It's just somebody who's like vocal, sees a lot of the field.
Well,
So, I mean, that's-
there's going to be one person that says that he's the only choice.
Oh no.
But this was a
But
big
there's
debate.
one person
There's-
that I think it should be.
Is height a factor?
I would argue yes.
I think so too. So I think it's Connor Donovan or Danny Vitiello.
Oh, Danny Vitiello.
Okay,
Where's
I
the-
said
Communication,
Connor Donovan.
Seeing the field, height.
Yeah.
Those are my categories. Yeah.
Connor's smart,
Yeah.
and I don't think he could play anywhere else. So by default, he's going to be the quarterback.
Okay, who's your tight end?
Luis Felipe, tight end, got some height.
Decent shout.
Okay.
Wasn't the consensus.
Who was tight end? Dave
Jared-
Redmond.
Jared
Shane,
Timmer.
and Shane.
Oh.
Shane
yeah,
got a lot of
Shane's good.
tight end.
Yeah. Okay, that's solid.
And Russ's answer, by the way, there was mostly
Linebacker. Not even close. Linebacker.
for Russ.
Yes.
No.
Fullback.
He's going to crush you after years.
He doesn't.
He thinks he's the quarterback.
No, Russ, listen. He's a physical dude, so that's why
Yeah,
he's
that he
got to
is,
be
yeah.
in the. He's got to be in the.
In the trenches.
Yeah.
I put him at like a slot wide receiver.
Everybody wants to be the quarterback. Listen, it's fine. Not
Who's,
everybody can be the
who's your
quarterback.
receivers? You got to have a...
Want a little height out there. I think we want a little height. I think a little slot receiver, Damia Vidaire.
Oh.
This is tough. Yeah, I think Timmer would be a receiver.
I think so too.
He's got
the
speed, his quickness. Man. This would be,
KP came up, but there was some concern about his catching abilities. But actually, we did bring out a football the other day, and he could
Yeah.
catch. So we brought a football
Really?
out.
Chibi, wide receiver.
Chibi.
oh,
Height, long arms.
Chibi. I mean, Chibi could play basically anywhere.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I can see Chibi's like an outside linebacker blitzing. There's a lot there. Wow, great questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
Put
good.
you on the spot with those.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm not. This isn't gonna go well for me when this comes out.
No.
That's okay. That's okay.
Kind of stitch you
I'll,
up a little bit.
I'll text Russ. I'll
That's all right.
I'll
Yeah.
text
Yeah,
him
you
ahead
better
of
butter him
Yeah,
up right now.
Hey man, just maybe don't listen to the
Yeah, yeah.
next one. All right, well guys, this was great. Thank you for coming down to Restore. I appreciate all that you guys do. Even though pretty much all we do is make fun of each other, Luke, since we've known each other a long time. But seriously, I was glad we got to do this, get people the chance to listen, because there is so much more of the ins and outs that people don't know about what it's like dealing with athletes getting injured, trying to keep them from getting injured. There's so much more. So I'm fascinated by it. So I hope people are too. So thank you guys for everything and coming down.
And
Thanks,
shout
Connor.
out Restore for always taking care of our
Yeah,
guys.
for sure.
Like they're just on it
How are you
anytime
go-
they
yeah.
need to get in.
How are your legs feeling?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
There you
Workout
go.
times 2.
90
Yeah.
minutes. No.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it, Connor.
Thanks, Connor.